TYT Sports, everybody. Our World Cup coverage continues. Ben Mankiewicz, Francis Maxwell. So we talked earlier, there's a clip up of Colombia and Brazil. They play Friday. The other game played Friday is really the teams that have played best in this tournament,
yes.
Germany and France. It's too bad they have to meet here in the quarterfinals. That said, it's a thrilling July 4th matchup. France has looked unbelievably good, and without their best player.
Yeah.
But Germany seems so strong.
Absolutely. It's just, with Germany, no matter what you get, like both teams kind of struggled in the last 16, considering they were very comfortable in the group stage. Germany left it late against Algeria, extra time. France left it late against Nigeria, but banged in 2 goals towards the end. It's kind of harsh on them. But I think this is going to be a game of strategies. I think, unlike the other game, which I said Colombia and Brazil is going to be a game of attacking, I think this is going to come down to who's strategically superior. Because if you're going to go out to attack Germany, you're leaving yourself at risk because they are very good on the counter-attack. If you're going to go out to attack France, then I want the exact same thing. You're leaving yourself at risk. So it's going to be fascinating to see which manager. I think it's going to come down to a battle of coaches between Lau and Deschamps, who they choose, what strategy they're going with, what sort of formation, how they're going to play against the other team. It's a chess match, I think.
Let's take a look at the odds for that match. It's very close. Germany a slight favorite. If you take the draw out of it, you got to lay 140 to win 100 on Germany.
Yeah.
France 100 will win you 115. If you put the tie into it, Germany wins 145 on 100. France wins 200, and the draw is 225. Yeah. And like the Brazil-Colombia game, which based on your argument seems more likely that you'd get 3 goals in that game.
Yes, absolutely.
They, however, are rewarding you even more. Well, I guess that follows suit. So, but only slight. It's a very neat, and the way this tournament has gone, the way that especially since from the Sweet 16 down, we haven't 3 goals seems inconceivable. Whereas the way this tournament started in the group stage, goals willy-nilly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would
like
be
a real sport for a little bit. Yeah.
It would be fascinating to see. I'm going to be honest with you here, Ben. It would be fascinating to see a lot of goals in this game, but I don't predict that. France have only conceded 2 goals against Switzerland, which is a game they blew them out 5-2.
Yeah, and it was 5-0.
Exactly. So I mean, the goals. It's just. I think with France, their back 4 for the first time in a while looks strong, and they actually shuffle their back 4. Which is weird because usually you shuffle your attacking players and kind of reorganise it. But Deschamps likes to keep his back 4 fresh as well. They've got Varane and Koscielny here, they're starting centre backs, but they've also got Sacco who can come on. Whereas a big point here for Germany, I'm going to throw it to you and see if you can sense how this happens, is that they start with 4 centre backs, which means 4 big centre defenders, which are not as attacking going forward. They have Boateng. And they have Mertesacker, who's humongous, and then Hummels. They're big guys, and they all play around the back 4, which a lot of teams have been doing in this competition. But France looks steady at the back and can attack going forward. So I think Germany could be susceptible to a loss here with playing 4 sturdy guys at the back rather than those attacking fullbacks.
Does the history between the 2 countries and their allies now, and I know this, I'm not trying to be funny, and you'll know I'm not trying to be funny because this won't be funny. Like, it's impossible for me, and I suspect some people like me, not to look at France and Germany and think, oh man, France and Germany, this is big. Like they hate each other. We have 2 instances of significant German aggression, which has really been tough to say the least on France. I was just at the World War I Museum this last weekend in Kansas City, and so it's fresh in my mind. The players, they don't care about that now in any way. These guys they're teammates, they play together, they play against each other in leagues across Europe. Does any of that nationalist pride from stuff that happened 60 years ago and 80 years ago matter? 100 years ago, excuse me, matter?
Well, I would like to say it doesn't in the game today, but therefore I'm speaking from relevance now that, as everyone knows, I have a slight dislike towards England, which is like all the Scottish people have. But mine is not as serious, but there are some serious people out there who dislike England because, like Braveheart times, way back, William Wallace, well, they had the battle of the 2 nations coming together, and it is that sense of national pride. And I would be foolish to say that some French players don't have that sort of national pride against Germany. I think a lot of teams have that against Germany.
It's well, and for good reasons. But but it's interesting. I said 60 and 80 years, but you know what? It's 75 and 100 years.
Yeah.
Like this is ancient freaking history.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time I let it go. All right. So prediction. What's the right bet and what's the final score?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. No doubt I'm gonna shock everyone. I think France are gonna take it 1-0.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I like that. I like that call. I like that bet.
You gonna write it down?
I got it. Right up here. Never forget. Lockbox.